everyone, to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. This one will be fair caught. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back, it's Drones. He's running out of time here. He eludes the rush. Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. And that one's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Gators. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Bringing pressure. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence on the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And tackled after a small pickup there. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Looking to pass. It's Drones. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Runs through the defender. Well, the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's 4th down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a 4th down.
It's a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down inside their own 40. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. The pass rush, football knocked loose in the backfield. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
And the Hokies will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this is the chance you take throwing the football in these conditions. I don't know if the quarterback ever had a real good grip on the ball in the snow, puts it up in the air, and the defense is able to come up with a pick.
First down here for this offense. And the runner takes off to his right. Fights through a tackle. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Boy, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
The running back carry ball. Gain of 2. Second down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 7, Virginia Tech 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And there's the handoff. Running with purpose. The Gators looking to keep this drive rolling.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll try the jet sweep here. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Gain of 8. Second down coming up.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Gators will line up here on 1st down and goal. Looking for some space. It's Jackson. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Manages the tricky footing and knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Using his legs here. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
They've converted 1 of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. To the air, it's Drones. Trying to extend the play. He'll throw it now. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. After the sack on first down, it's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Boy, really nice job by this defense. Not only do they pressure the quarterback and get after him, but I don't think they tipped their hand with their coverage. They actually waited to the last possible second to bracket this receiver and almost paid off for an interception.
Returner fumbled it. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs. That are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
On first down, it's play action. Pressure is coming. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty marker. Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Hawkins. Finding space at the 20. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Some noise now trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Receiver makes the grab. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Defense is, and he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead.
That makes the score Florida 21, Virginia Tech 0.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Ball handed off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hokies will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Florida offense retakes the field. And this offense trying to build on a very impressive first-half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down and 10. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Trying to get the throw off. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's caught. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
The offense already has one 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Snipes with a quick throw. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
2nd down after that previous play. Looking to pass. It's Drones. Grab made by the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Hokies. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Remember, last time, they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Powering through. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
They'll tackle him at the 27. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. He's escaping the pocket now. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that 1st down.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's a run to the left. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Gators are looking to keep this drive going. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They will go for it again here on fourth down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. From the shotgun, drops back. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Back to throw. It's Drones. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida 21, Virginia Tech 7.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Contact as he let the ball go. This one falls incomplete on fourth down. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
A pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Game moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the 4th quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me?
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Can he reach the end zone? Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
1st and goal, Florida.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The Gators looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
1st and goal, handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner decides to fair catch this. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's running out of time here. Escapes the pocket. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Back to pass. It's drones. Bringing pressure. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
And the 4th down pass is incomplete, but there is a flag. This is a big call. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Now it's 2nd down here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Number 29 on the field goal.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to